Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of April 2nd. As always, we'll get started with the Mythic Plus affixes for this week. This week we have Fortified, Incorporeal, and Sanguine. Again, that's Fortified, Incorporeal, and Sanguine. These are not going to be fun affixes. It's the end of the season. Nobody's going to want to do these really. But if you are doing Mythic Plus or still trying to push for a certain title or a certain achievement, or just for your own, rating or whatever, this is not going to be a fun week to do it on. Just it just is what it is as far as Incorporeal and Afflicted go. They're just not very balanced, and then mix it with Sanguine and Fortified, and yeah, that's what you get there. Now, on to some more, hopefully, joyful things going on in the game this week. We do have Noblegarden going on. I was speculating last week if there was anything new or not. It turns out that there is a few new things or whatever. It's nothing big though. It's pretty much a nothing burger as far as like a remake or anything. However, it is worth noting they did add like a world boss, and the world boss has a chance to drop a flying carpet mount. It's like a 1% drop. If you're bored, park your alts there, log on, kill the boss, try to get the mount, stuff like that. That's something you can partake in if you care to. It is another mount if you just collect mounts and stuff. So the 1% thing, gets some people riled up. I don't care as much personally about that, because it doesn't affect me, I guess. But some people get riled up about it. But yeah, it's like a very low percent chance to drop off of the world boss or whatever. In other news this week, we do have some time walking going on. We have PvP Brawl, Cooking Impossible going on. And we also do have the Darkmoon Fair starting at the end of the week. Darkmoon Fair, of course, prizes, achievements, mounts, and hopefully a big rework coming in a future expansion or whatever. We also have it's not marked here on the calendar, but we have the beginning of Season 3 or Phase 3 of Season of Discovery coming out this week. A lot of retail players enjoy this. I barely played Season 2 at all. I leveled, I farmed a weapon, and then I never logged back on, essentially. So I'm not sure how much of it I'll do, if any. There's something about Season Discovery doesn't really lock me in, but I see a lot of retail people enjoying it. So I do see I like the leveling, right? I did a video on talking about like classic versus retail and stuff like that, and I love the leveling of it, but after that it's hard for me to get into that classic mind state as far as like bosses and stuff go. It's just hard for me, man. Yeah, and then also soon, we don't know when, of course, but soon we will have the War Within Alpha. This will be coming out soon, right? This will be, could be the end of this month, it could be the end of next month, it could be anywhere in between there. But it is worth pointing out that it was on their little, layout of events or whatever. It had, patch 10.2.6, patch 10.2.7, War Within Alpha, like all like in a line or whatever. It's worth mentioning as well, patch 10.2.7 coming out soon. It is very possible, based on stuff I've seen, Tally SN and Evatol did a video, T&E, whatever, did a video really breaking this down, and I think it's very likely that I might get my Vampire Survivor mode with the Pandemonium thing coming out in 10.2.7. We also don't have an exact release date for Season 4, but I would guess, I personally think it's either going to be the end of this month or the middle of next month of May, as far as when the Season 4 type stuff will start, or when Season 3 will end or whatever. And then we'll also get that Pandemonium thing, which is looking like it might be a Vampire Survivors mode, but not necessarily. It also looks like there could be teammates, and I don't know how that would work in a Vampire Survivor mode, but who knows how they're going to make it work. But it's like a PvE, I don't know. We'll see how it is. Maybe it's like PvE Pandemonium or PvE Plunderstorm, right? Where you have people in your group with abilities. You work together with your abilities instead of by yourself. Who knows? I have no idea, but I am interested to see what that's going to be. It'll probably be a lot of fun. I'm still playing a lot of Plunderstorm personally. I enjoy it a lot. It's a really nice, quick way. Like if you're not into BRs, I always will understand that, but BRs are always a quick way if you only have time to like play one game with like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. And it might be something that in the past maybe I did like a Hearthstone battleground. Well, instead I'm doing a plunder storm or something like that, right? Or in the very past, maybe you did a Fortnite game or a PUBG game or something. And so I'm kind of filling that role of doing like a quick game that I have time for with Plunderstorm, and I'm still having fun with that. I still think it's really good. Looking forward to when my cousin's on vacation out of country. When he gets back, queuing up some duos with him and ripping out some more Plunderstorm, and probably getting a good chunk into my million plunder achievement when that happens. So I'm still having fun with that mode. So I still hope they iterate on that. As far as news for the channel or whatever goes, real quick. First, I always kind of update this. Mythic, Farak, we're on phase 3 Prague. They just got nerfed before I started making this video to make the healing checks easier, basically, of the fight. So, hopefully soon TM. It's very possible we get that killed this week. I'll be very excited if that does happen. But it's definitely possible. We're in phase 3 Prague before the nerfs. So, could very much help us a lot, like continually get to phase 3 with some of these healing nerfs that just came out. Yeah, as far as channel goes, I'm waiting for War Within stuff. I want to expound on that. Obviously, I'd love if I get the alpha, but that's not super likely. I'm not a friend or family, nor am I a big creator in World of Warcraft. So it's very unlikely that I get the alpha, but I would love to get the alpha. And if I do, I will be pumping out Rep Paladin content. I promise that much. Just everything I feel about it, and I will be on there testing stuff all the time if I do manage to get that. But that'll be soon. And even if I don't get it, what I will be doing is I'll be relaying the information that I can and my opinions on it. Like someone else has the alpha, puts out something out, I can give my opinion on it and whether I agree or disagree with it. So that'll be happening as soon as that comes. The whole expansion churn content process will be happening as soon as that happens. So that's something I'm very much looking forward to. I've been working on this big achievement for the Tavon mount. I was thinking about doing a guide, but it's just I don't even have enough time in the day. There's so many achievements for this mount. I might do like a TLDR guide for it because it's just so many achievements. It's absolutely ridiculous, honestly. It's a world awoken if you're curious about it. If you go to your achievement log and type in a world, the top one should be a world awoken, and you can go through and click through all these and see all the achievements you need to actually get these achievements. You can see I'm actually pretty close. I hope to be done like within like a week or so. It's a lot of achievements, I'll put it that way. It's an absolute lot of achievements. So I've been working on that a lot as well. So yeah, hopefully more content coming. I've been trying to put out like smaller bits of content, more niche content just for people who subscribe to the channel, enjoy the channel and stuff like that. But obviously I hope to have some more substantial stuff, whether that's anything interesting in season 4, whether this Pandemonium thing's super interesting, or if, or when War Within Alpha and stuff comes out. So that's kind of where I'm at looking towards the future. So that's it for this one though. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And other than that, everybody have a good one.